Okay, well, today is, what is today? July the 29th, National Lipstick Day. Get excited. Hope all you got some lipstick on. If not, you missed it just about. But anyway, we're excited today to be coming back from seminar. Latrice Mahalik and her unit have been home working, and they're headed to seminar like Tuesday. I feel like that should already be over with. So Latrice, it's bad to be last, isn't it? But you're gonna have a great time. It's an awesome event, and we all are all pumped and fired up and ready to go. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about seminar, but we're not gonna spoil any surprises that Latrice and them don't already know. But for the consultants on here that did not get to go or that are not getting to go, we want to talk to y'all a little bit too. So I am gonna just kind of mute everybody out for a minute, and then we'll kind of cut the background noises, and we'll put it back on here in a minute. Okay, so anyway, I just want to do a couple announcements to all of you on here, just something to focus on, because tonight is Sunday night. Our month ends on Tuesday, so that is going to be like right around the corner. In my mind, I thought, oh, I'll be home a whole week, which I have worked, but it's just like, where'd the week go? I don't even know. So let's talk about a couple things that are very, very important. Okay, so this is the first one. If you're on here and you do not have this around your neck, that's a problem. So we want every single boss babe, every single consultant in our unit to win this first necklace on the You Hold the Key promotion that starts this month. There is a promotion that if you do it every month between now and December, then you get an extra special, beautiful additional necklace. And if you're in Mary Kay today, this is your month one, okay? People that sign up in August, obviously not. But all of you, you're in. So you got to win your key. And so that is a $600 order. It does not have to be all at one time. It could be, if you've already, maybe you got a $250 in, you can do the other $350 and get it in. It comes in your box, just like those beautiful bracelets we won all last year. And I'm just telling you, I love this one. It's really shiny. I've worn it almost every day. And I mean, I know this sounds kind of crazy, but it hasn't turned or anything on me. My bracelets, I just banged them up so bad because I wore them every day. But I love my necklace, and it goes with everything. So you want to work on that. A suggestion is, and I put this on our Cheetah Nation page, but most all the directors have it, and it is the 24-24-24. And it's where you text as many people as you know, and you send them one of these little boxes, and it is on, like I say, it's on the Cheetah Nation page. I just tag everybody, and I also put it on the Boss Babe Boxer group. And you just say, I am in a challenge to win a piece of jewelry from Mary Kay, and to get my orders in by Tuesday. I'm doing a promotion, and it's called 24-24-24. And you're going to have to do this like tonight when we get off the phone, or like seriously in the morning, because you have to do it in time to get their money so that you can place their order, right? So your goal is to sell 24 items to $24 to 24 people in 24 hours, okay? And these little pick collages just have some samples of something that's $24 or more. Or if you want to keep it simple, maybe you're just like, oh, that's confusing, Cleta. Why don't you just go for selling 24 charcoal masks in 24 hours to 24 people? I'm telling you, everybody needs it. If you have a family with a man and a woman and 2 teenagers, they need 4 charcoal masks. I mean, seriously, they do. Because every man, woman, child, boy, and girl, they need a charcoal mask. And I have not found not one person who does not like it. Not one. Out of everybody I've sold to, out of everybody that's tried it, out of every party that I've done, I mean, it's almost like 100% participation on the charcoal mask. So that is an easy thing to do. And if you sell 24, that's $576. And surely you can sell another $24 to somebody, to get your 600 in. Okay. So you guys do not let this month go by without getting that done. I mean, seriously, of course, if you have a sales meeting tomorrow night or Tuesday night, you will want to go and bring people. And, it's going to be easy to get sales if you have 3 or 4 people trying the skincare or trying some products. And tomorrow night at our local meeting, we're doing the facials early at 6 o'clock. And then at 6:30, we're just doing satin hands, satin lips, and going to do a guest event with marketing and talk more about seminars. So obviously you can, put some Mary Kay on someone's face, do the 24-24 challenge. If you need to, you can switch it up. You remember a few weeks ago, we did a little challenge where we did a text script, and we said, I'm going to challenge for the end of the year to finish up a big goal, and my goal is to sell 55 items in one day. Could you order 2 or 3 items that may be something that you need or you're running low on to help me out? And I'm telling you, I don't even know how much I sold that day. I think I sold like $800 or even more. It might have been more than that. In fact, it was. I think it was like $1,400, something crazy. Because people are like, yeah, let me go ahead and I'll get a cleanser and a moisturizer, or let me get my foundation and mascara. Well, I mean, like when they say those 2 items, it's usually $50, $50, $50, like over and over and over. So I will put that script on there too. Obviously, if you just send it out, you need to switch it up a little bit so it's not end of the year. So you could say, I have been challenged by my director to sell 55 items today in honor of Mary Kay's 55th anniversary, and also to help me achieve a big goal I'm going for in July. You don't even have to say the goal because they don't know the difference. But anyway, the key to that one is the verbiage is, could you order 1 or 2 items? I mean, to help me out. Are you low on anything? That will help. Now, if you're brand new, you could say, my goal is to sell 55 items, and, you can say something about, would you be interested in buying maybe a charcoal mask and a mascara, or something like that, like give them a suggestion. Obviously, if you have your Mary Kay website, you can put your website on there and they can go look. But y'all, you can sell enough to do a $600 order by tomorrow. I know many of you already had that in, and that's awesome. Let me talk to the new consultants just for a second. If you're new since April, if you signed up since April, well, let's just do the April new consultants. If any of you signed up in April, this is the last month. It's the last 3 days for you to get a bonus for ordering. If you do a 600, you're going to get another $100 bonus up to 6 bundles. Let's say you got crazy and tomorrow you did a 3,600. You are going to get 6 bundles, and there's $110 a piece. 6 bundles, that's $660 free. Okay, but it ends for y'all, the new consultants that started in April. This is your 4th month. It ends on the 31st. The other thing that ends is the bonuses for recruiting. So if you're new in April, you might want to get a recruit today or tomorrow, the next day. Even if their order don't go in, if at least their agreement goes in, they have 4 months to get their 600 in, and you would get a $200 bonus of product and a $50 cash bonus. So those are the April consultants. You know who you are. That's important for you. All the other new consultants that signed up in May, June, or July, you're in the bonus months. So if you get up to a 600, not only do you get you hold the key, but you get free products. If it's your very first order and you joined in June or July, like it's your first 2 months and you haven't ordered yet, then you're going to get the ultimate bonus, which is that $158 of free product. Okay. If you've already ordered, maybe you just already did a 225 or you've already did a 600, whatever. Then when you get up to 600 again, you get the $110 bonus. So ask your director about that. But you guys are in the bonus month. So you're like, every month that you do 600, you get the key and you get $110 of free product. So up to 6 additional bonuses. So you guys, I mean, I know we've talked about it for 3 weeks in a row, but I know everybody doesn't quite have it cemented in their head until you get it. Joanna Griffin, who's on the call tonight, she came in with a 2,400, and then she got a new recruit who ended up doing an 800, Elizabeth. And then she did a big party and she reordered. And when she reordered, she ended up getting 4 more bundles free. 2 for her order and 2 for her new recruit. That is amazing, you guys. It's amazing. And she's going to get a $50 cash bonus and commission all for team member. So it is, you all have time to get agreements. Okay, number 3, it's double credit month. So if you do not have at least 1 agreement in, a new person, at least 1, you guys, come on. Everybody can get 1 person. Everybody can get 1. I've gotten 4 this month. And my goal is to get 2 more by the end of the month, at least to max it out. But all of you think, who do you know? Let's think about some people you could talk to. It could be someone that has been in Mary Kay before that might like to start back over. Okay? I talked to somebody about that yesterday. It could be someone that is a great customer that may want to turn into a consultant and just do it. I heard a little thing at seminar, and it was, did you want to do it, be a smart shopper And this would be someone that got in to save money, maybe just, you know, sell a little bit, their mom, their sister, their aunt, just a little kind of like personal use, whatever. Smart shopper. Do you want to be a side hustle? That's what they called it, a side hustle. This is someone that works another full-time job, but maybe just does, you know, 2 or 3 parties a week to have that extra, maybe $200 or $300 coming in a week. Just a little side business, okay? Or do you want to be a boss babe? Boss babes are the one that's like, no, this is the money that's going to pay all my bills. So you might think of some women that might want to be a smart shopper, do a little side hustle, okay, or be a boss babe. I thought that was kind of cute. And so think about that. Who do you know that may need some extra money? And I thought of someone just yesterday, this lady, a customer of mine, called, and twice she has called and reordered some product and then canceled it because her husband had some problems, some health problems, that she didn't have the money. And I thought, I need to recruit her. I mean, she loves Mary Kay. And this would help her so much, even if it was for just right now, to help her save a little money and make a little money, you know? So that's one of the persons on my list to call, or even text tonight when we get off the call. So who do you know like that, so that all of you can get some recruits in before the end of the month? You'll be thanking me later for pushing you on this, because you can all win the Bumblebee. Get the 24 qualified recruits, okay? The other thing is, let's see, check. Okay, that's mainly what I talked to you about that. The other thing is, I just want to tell you that you probably have heard, unless you're under a rock and don't look at Facebook or whatever, but Mary Kay's got 2 awesome new cars that you can win as a sales director. Some of you may think, you know, may have thought, I don't know about that Equinox. That don't thrill me. No Ford Fusion thrills me. But you may just be one of those little Mini Cooper type people. So Mary Kay's got a new Super Achiever award that's like, you can win it's called the Premier Club Plus. As a director, you can win that cute Mini Cooper or that beautiful big old Traverse. And it's one of those big SUV / van, 3-seaters. In fact, one of our consultants has a new one here. She didn't win it from Mary Kay. I'm sure she wished that she had and had to pay that car payment, right? Elizabeth Mitchell. But anyway, it's nice, y'all. So I'm just saying, in Mary Kay wants you guys to win a car. So start off with that Chevy hatchback, you know, and then you can go up to the Premier Club, the Equinox, Ford Fusion, and then you can do a little bit more and do that awesome little Mini Cooper or the Traverse. I was at I had lunch with my family today, and they said, is that what you're going to get next? I said, no. I said, that would be a rank down for me. I said, but it is cute. I would like to drive it for a little bit, just to be fun, right? But of course, there's the pink Cadillac. So you guys could all win a car, and that is what the one thing that motivated me and Mary Kay is to win a car, not to become a sales director. I mean, I didn't worry about all that, but I knew what a car was. I knew I needed one, and I knew that's what would make me win. And I told every single person at every single party that I was working to win a car. And that I was on when I got on target, I'm like, I'm on target to win a car. And I remember the second month I did not have the production in. I was about to miss it, and it was a Sunday night. And I thought the last day of the month was Monday, and this is before we could email our order. I mean, like do our orders online. We had to drive them to the distribution center if you didn't get them in on time. So I literally did a party Sunday night, and I told them, I said, I'm on target for my car second month, but you know, I said, I'm a little short and I'm looking for somebody. And I could not believe it. The hostess, who I never in a million years would have thought she would have done it, she said, I'll do it. And I said, really? And she said, yeah. And she said, how much do you need as far as, you know, inventory? I said, well, I said $800. And like, I know that sounds like, y'all like, that ain't no big deal. But really, this is a long time ago. It was a lot of money to me. And she goes, all right, I'll do it. I could not believe it. She did an $800 order. I got her agreement that night. I got the cash. I mean, you had to get the cash. Like, they didn't take credit cards. And so I got the cash, and I drove it to Atlanta 4.5 hours the next day to get it in on time to stay on target for my car. So I'm just saying, this is like the last 3 days of the month. I don't care where you are, what you're doing. You can be where you want to do. Whatever that goal set on July 1st when you was excited, get back excited again, because it could still happen. You want to be in your red jacket? You can do that in 2 days. Definitely. Okay. You want to be on target for your car? That's 5 team members and 5 active. It's not that big a deal, and 5,000 wholesale. You can do that. I mean, you guys, let's start off the month with a bang. I am just determined to have the best July we've ever had. And I know you are too, because if you come out of the starting block not running behind instead of running ahead, you can't even believe it. I mean, it's just going to help you so much. But it does take a little effort the next couple of days. So I just wanted to give you a little for that. So I want to introduce you to Latrice Mahalik. I'm going to let her talk a minute, and then we're going to unmute her consultant, Whitney. And so, Latrice, when I unmute you, I want you to tell them a little bit about y'all's party and the results from it. And then I'm going to have the three of you on here, and I'm just going to ask you a few questions, okay? So let me unmute you. Okay, Latrice, you are unmuted. So first of all, hey, I want to bring you up here, and I want you to just tell them a little bit about this new consultant and how the party, just first of all, just tell the results of the party and how you met her, how you recruited her, and the results of the party.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank you for inviting all of us to do this call. And you have inspired us so much. This morning during church, Father Al talked about Mother Teresa of Calcutta and how she shared. And I just want to say your sharing and giving heart has done so much for us. So we really appreciate you, Cleta.
I love you, girl.
I love you too. And they still separated us. But anyway, okay. So Whitney lives down the road from me, seriously, maybe a mile. One of the times that I was at Mary Kay event, Gwen Nicholas told me that you will always have treasures in your own backyard. Where are you looking? And so Whitney, she's been on my mind for a while. In fact, she and, her son, Banks, and Mary Michael, I call them friends. Anyway, Mary Michael said they're a little bit more than friends. But anyway, I invited Whitney to come to a makeover, probably for 2 or 3 times, and something would come up. And so finally, about 4 weeks ago, she said, I can come. So she came. She brought her daughter with her. And actually, it was my unit meeting that was at my house. And we did makeovers. And she had so much fun. She loved the skincare. And honestly, y'all, we only did what Cleta had recommended a few weeks ago, which was the skincare and the charcoal mask, bronzing powder, and lip gloss. And she looked amazing. Well, during the ticket marketing, she said, I think this sounds good. This sounds good. And I'm sitting there going, wow, this is exciting. But what I have learned about Whitney is that her heart is so big. She is a Christian. She loves the Lord. And I have prayed all the time. Like, I've been praying so much for God to send these people into my unit. And I believe that he put Whitney here that night for a reason. Her smile, it's in her eyes, it's in her face. She loves everything that she does. And that night at her party, I got the guests. We went around the room, and I said, how do you know Whitney, and why do you think that she will be a great consultant? They all pretty much said her personality, and she is a very authentic person. She's genuine. And I tell you, I did the skincare class, but Whitney said a lot. It really inspired people that she thought that she would never do this or do anything like this, but she was looking for something, and it just was laid on her heart that she needed to be in Mary Kay. Y'all, her party, she had 10 guests there. Her party was close to $1,600. $1,600. And we didn't do a lot, y'all. We didn't even do color. We did skincare. We did a little charcoal mask. It was just basic. And y'all, they loved it. They loved the product, but I think mainly they fell in love. And they do know Whitney, but they fell in love with what she said about Mary Kay and fell in love with her passion. And it has just been a joy. Her husband is all on board. And one of the things that she told me that he said is, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it all in, and we're going to do it right. And she has gone all in. She came in with an Emerald Star order. Of course, that night it's $3,600.
Okay.
And you know why? Because they got like 6 bundles, okay, free. 6 bundles. Amazing. Anyway, so I am honored. I am thrilled to death that Whitney is on my team. And y'all, please hear this. It does not matter where you live. We live in rural Mississippi, okay? There is like 2 stop signs where we live, and one's at the end of my driveway.
No,
Anyway.
she's not telling a lie on that. She is not telling a lie.
So anyway, and what's really interesting, y'all, we all think that we know the same people. Whitney made out her guest list, and there were people on there. I'm like, well, who are they? And she goes, like, they live like right down from you. And I'm like, oh, really? But you just never know. So Mary Kay always told us that every woman needs the opportunity to try this product, and don't prejudge people. And Whitney did not. She printed out, she and I printed out her invitations, and she delivered most of them, hand delivered most of them. And she also sent out a follow-up that day, and it just happened. So anyway, I'm honored, Whitney, that you're on my team. I am so proud that you are going to seminar, y'all. She just signed up June 30th, and she's going to seminar.
That's awesome. Well, Whitney, I'm going to bring you on here for just a minute, and I just want to ask you, first of all, congratulations for a great first party. I mean, you're going to be like you might be like some of my consultants on here that next time you have like a $500 party or, you know, 1,000, you'll be like, not so well. So don't. So, but I'm so.
That'll be fun too.
Yeah. So, what I want you to do, a couple of things. Latrice told me that you did print out your invitations, and so I know that y'all did that off In Touch. So, can you, or Latrice, did you do it or did she do it?
We were both together. She came to my house,
okay,
and we printed them off here.
Why don't you, I'll let Latrice do this. Latrice, why don't you walk through these consultants on where is that invitation on In Touch? Like, how would you find that?
You go under education,
okay,
starter kit, new consultant tools. That's what you click on. Education, and then starter kit, new consultant tools.
Okay.
And when it comes up, okay, you know, my internet's about slow as Christmas, and you know I'm not lying about that either. My little dinosaur internet. It won't come up. Anyway, here it is. You're going to scroll down to where it says tools.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just show you guys that are calling in. You won't be able to see this, so she's describing it. But I am going to share the screen, and I'm going to pull this up for you guys so y'all can see it. I forgot I could do that. So we're going to go to In Touch. I just thought some of you may not know this, and I think the fact that she actually, I got a different one. The fact that she actually hand delivered these, I think that's probably some of the reasons why it was helpful. So we're just going to go to education and then starter kit tools, and then right here it says tools. Okay. And then if you look under tools, you'll see all these different things: flip chart, placemats, customer call sheet, brochure. I don't see it there, Latrice.
Go to, actually though, when you click, go over here. Wait, you just missed it. Go over to the the left side of your screen, under where it says starter kit, new tools consultant, and click on new independent beauty consultant. Rewards.
Oh, under the rewards?
You have to hunt for this stuff.
You do have to hunt for it. That's why I'm kind of showing y'all. Okay, so starter kit, new consultant tools, new consultant independent beauty consultant rewards. Okay, and then what is it under? One of these tools?
Okay. And let's see. Hang on. Yes. Go under where it says great start, ready, set, keep selling. And click on the tools there, and it's going to be over on the left-hand side. It says great. Yes.
Well, I'm glad. Oh, and that's on the other one too. Okay, so it's actually on. Is it under all of those? No, but it is under ready, set, sell, or ready, set, keep. Okay, so then you click on that, and then
you can actually edit.
And then do you look under just tools after that? Looks like you do.
Where it says great start grand opening, it's Earl's face. You click there where it says learn more.
I've already opened that part. Maybe party printouts. Is that what it's in?
And click on tools again. It's like you got to keep hunting.
Okay, hang on. Hang on. Hey, y'all, at least we're doing this now and you don't have to call me later and go, what'd she say? Okay, here we go. New consultant. Go under tools.
Go over here.
All right.
All the way.
Clicking on learn more.
It's printable.
Is it under, and then
Go back.
Go back? Okay.
Hang on. I'm trying to watch your screen.
Okay.
Click on that tools where it says under product and display ideas.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Then you see where it says start grand opening. Right there, you got your mouse on it.
Grand
opening. It says this is the lady's face. Got her fingers up.
And then you just have to click on the grand opening. Well, I'm not. Well, I don't know. Nothing's clicking on there. Suggested dialogue. Oh, product and display ideas? Nope.
No, go where it's go under there where it says tools.
Here we go. Here it is. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, you guys. So if you can look at my screen, write this down because we'll never find it again. It's actually, you can go a lot of different ways, but you can go under, if you look right here, you can go under business tools and then you go under party central. Business tools, this is probably quicker. Business tools, party central. See that party central? And then you go under, well, I should have just stayed on what I was on. Get the party started, maybe. Let's see what that is. All right, forget that. Let's go back to where we were. I'm sorry, you guys. Me and Latrice and I should have maybe had a little, whatever. I'm going back to the new consultant starter kit. We're going right back to where we were. All right, independent rewards. We're going on to great start product. No, here we go. We're going to tools under ready, set, keep selling. And then we're going under host a great start grand opening, right, Latrice? And then we're going to go tools there. And then there it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, so hey, if that was confusing to you, it was confusing to me too. But look at this cute thing. It says, please join me for my grand opening to celebrate the debut of my new business. You can put the date, the time, the place, presented by, RSVP to the phone number, and you can actually click on it and type in, July 31st, 2018, or whatever, and you can print it right from that screen. Okay? So just to go back to review where that thing is. All right. So y'all just write it down. Are you ready? We're going to go step by step. It's going to be under, let's just do it together, education, and then starter kit, new consultant tools, and then you're going to go to new independent beauty consultant rewards, and anybody can do this, you guys. Then you're going to go to the great start, ready, set, keep selling. And then you're going to go to great start, grand opening. And then you're going to go to tools. And then you're going to see it right there. Grand opening printable invitation. That's hard, but anyway. Okay. Back to the call. All right. Sorry about that, you guys. That took way longer than I was thinking. But anyway, she did print them out. So let's go back to Whitney. Whitney.
Yeah.
Are you on here? Okay, Whitney, what I'd like to do is ask you a couple questions. First of all, you had 10 guests come to the party. How many invitations did you give out?
I probably mailed out, I think I ended up mailing out 40, or not mailing out, either mailing or delivering 40.
Okay.
And I originally had 7, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
And I called Latrice that day because I was a little nervous because I had 17 people saying that they were going to come. And throughout the day, several people had things come up. But we were kind of thinking, oh my goodness, we're going to have 17 people. We don't have enough room. But it ended up being a great number, 10 people. It was awesome. It was really good.
Okay. So y'all, let's go over that a minute. She invited 40 people. She hand delivered most invitations. So she looked at them eyeball to eyeball. 17 people said, yes, I'm coming. And 10 came. So when you're trying to have a party and you invite 4 and 2 say they're coming and 1 shows up, don't be disappointed. I'm just saying, 25% of who she invited came, right? So she invited 40,
right.
She got 10. So do y'all understand the numbers? It is just a numbers game, okay? So the second thing I want to ask you is, when you invited them, what did you say? Let's say you had your invitation in your hand, what did you say?
That I was so excited about a new opportunity that I was introduced to, and that I was having a grand opening, and that I was going to be selling Mary Kay, and I was super excited, and I was wondering if they could come and just be a part of hearing about my business and my goals and what I was going to be trying to do with Mary Kay.
Okay. And did you have anybody that said, no, I wear a Clinique, or any kind of sassy answer?
No, what I told Latrice, what was so fun was I had so many people have a relevant story to Mary Kay, whether it was, oh, I used to wear Mary Kay and I haven't in years. Do y'all still sell so and so and so and so? The satin hands, or whatever. And then, oh, I wear Mary Kay, but I don't know where a person is around here, which is crazy because Latrice is right down the street. But that just goes to show we don't know everybody. There are people everywhere. And this was one of the ladies that when I was going over my list, Latrice didn't know, and I just assumed everybody in Glen Allen knew this lady. She came to the party. She was super excited, ordered some stuff, and said, she was going to be a great client for me. And so I was super excited about that. But no, nobody said anything remotely, negative or ugly or anything. They were super sweet.
And let me tell you why I'm asking you these questions, because I think a lot of times what stops consultants is fear. They really are scared to ask people because they're afraid that people are going to look down on them, give them some smart rejection, and they're just women, you guys, like us. It'd be like if someone came up and said, I'm fixing to sell Tupperware. Can you go to my Tupperware party? It's just really yes or no. I mean, even if you don't, no one's going to go, I hate Tupperware. Tupperware sucks. I mean, no one says that. So no one's going to say to you when you ask them about Mary Kay. I mean, they may say something else, like they use another product or whatever, and you go, great, I'd love to have your opinion. But I just wanted to just kind of cover that. Okay. Another thing is you had a lot of sales on it. So what would you say, what's the majority of what you sold? Was it just, what do you feel like what do you feel like the key was of why y'all sold so much?
I think mainly because, and I was kind of overwhelmed because I was like, how do we do this? There are going to be so many people, and some people may really want to hear about skincare, and others may want to hear about, makeup, or, and Latrice said, let's focus on skincare. We got to get them on the skincare. If we get them on that, then we can introduce them to other products later. So we had this whole idea of even doing a few little looks with makeup, but I mean, y'all, they were at my house from 6 o'clock till what time, Latrice? Like 10:30, I think. It was crazy.
Yes.
And we really didn't get through that much, but we told stories and we laughed and we, asked a lot of questions. And so I think just Latrice saying, let's just streamline, let's focus on skincare, let's talk about that. And then if anybody wants to talk about other things too, we can do that individually with them. We had one young girl who just started wearing makeup. She was in 7th grade, and her grandmother brought her. And I knew before she got there, the main reason she was coming was because she wanted some, natural looking makeup to start wearing to school this year. But the crazy thing was she ended up buying the Clear Proof. She was super excited about the acne regimen. And so she got on all that. And then at the end, Latrice helped her with her colors, and she got the makeup brushes, and you know, it was just, it was just, and watching Latrice do that, I think that's just so huge. I wish I could go to 20 parties with her, just because the more you hear it and the more you listen to how she says, oh, well, you like this, you need to buy this, you know, just knowing your products and knowing what to say when people ask questions. And I know that comes with experience, but I'm sorry, I talk a lot.
No, it's okay. One of the things I wanted to point out to everybody is the more complicated you make the party, the less you're going to sell, because it confuses people.
Yeah.
And had you gone into 17 different supplements everybody could be using and all this other stuff, what happens is people start going, oh, well, and then they end up going, let me just take a book and let me look through it. And that book is like, the book would be like saying, let me give you a Southern Living and go find me a plant you want to buy. I mean, it'd take you forever, right? I mean, it's just too much.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've trained my consultants, don't even get the books out. Like, leave them in your car if you have to. And then after they place their order, I do put a book in their bag, because then I want them to flip through the book when they get home. But at the party, I'm just telling you, and it's hard if you have them with you not to give them. But what will happen is they'll start flipping through the book, and they're just like, it's just a lot of stuff. It's like looking through a Sears Roebuck magazine trying to buy something. So if you will stick to the flip chart, the placemat, and then just offer a couple of extra things when they're closing, like the brush set and things like that, you'll have great sales. And anyway, I just want to congratulate you. I'm going to actually bring somebody else on here in a minute too, but I just want to say we're just so proud of you, and the fact that you signed up and you're going straight to seminar, girl. They're not going to be stopping you. Nobody's going to be able to touch you, girl. So
thank you. I'm excited.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing. We can't wait to hear, about the rest of your career. So, okay, I'm going to let's see. I'm going to mute everybody for a second just so I can get it done. And then I'm going to, is Elizabeth still on here? Elizabeth, you still on here? Yeah, you are. Okay. I'm going to unmute Elizabeth for a minute. Elizabeth is another party that was this week, and she is a new consultant, and she had 3 people come, and it was her first party to do. And I'm going to ask her a couple questions, because I want y'all to know, a successful party does not have to be 10 people and 1,600. That is amazing. But you can also have a successful party with, 3 people and 400. I mean, so Elizabeth, I'm going to bring you on here a minute. And you had your very first party, and you had 3 people there. And I know Elizabeth, well, I'm just going to ask her a couple questions. So Elizabeth, I know you had a goal of how much you wanted to sell at the party, because you knew the women. And so what was your goal, actually, that you told me?
Well, I had 3 people, and my goal was I wanted to sell at least $200.
Okay. And so she didn't have these huge goals about like how much she's going to sell. She thought, if I can sell 200, it's her very first party, I'll be excited, right? How many of y'all be excited for just to sell $200 in a night, right? All of us. Okay. So your party ended up, you sold almost 400. And so what surprised you about the party, about what they bought and everything? Or just share a little bit about the sales that you had at the party.
Well, I was able to, and these are women that I knew one of the women well. The other woman, I knew her husband, the hostess, I knew her husband. I had never met her, but my husband knew them, and they loved my husband. So that was kind of my foot in the door. And so they're in education, so they're teachers. One of them's a principal, one's an assistant principal. And so this is their busy time of year, so I didn't know she was going to have, what the mood of the party was going to be. But it was very relaxed. So I had some common ground, but this was the first time I was meeting some of these people. The skincare party is with You Do the Mask is so easy. And it sells itself. Like, there's not a whole lot to do. And what I found was great is that there was one particular guest there. She was selling the products for us, and she hadn't even been using Mary Kay. Like, she was talking about how she loves a primer. And so we got her to use the primer. They were using the primer, and then she's just like telling everybody else, oh my God, this is what you need to use. And if you have a guest at your party, let them talk a little bit, because they're going to sell your product and they're going to do your work for you. And that's what she did. And the girl that she was selling that needed, like, she needed the primer, the girl ended up buying the primer as well. So I think it just making it more relaxed, that, you know, and I told them, you know, why I had started a Mary Kay business, that I needed extra money. My husband taking a pay cut. And so I was just real with them.
Okay.
So I was surprised about how much they actually did spend.
Yeah, and what was funny is a couple of them were Rodan and Fields customers. And this one girl, she goes, I want it all, but I got this Rodan and Fields I got to finish using. But what I'm saying is, she goes, I hadn't even opened one box. It's like, and I'm not trying to slam another product, but, you know, I'm just telling y'all to give you confidence that these women liked it better. They really did. And so it was very interesting. And then we did book another party, and all three of them are going to do it together, and all three of them are going to have, they all were acting like they're too busy, but y'all know how I feel about that. I need, you know, I don't like to leave without a booking, and I also don't like to leave without a date, an actual date, not like, let me call you back and get a date, like get the date that night, you guys, I promise. And so the other two were like, well, okay, I can bring some people. So the original hostess booked another party. She said, well, I could do another one. And we let her go ahead and place her order. She bought the miracle set, and then she got an additional, I think it was $50-something free. And so each of the other two girls are going to bring people. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that too, just a different scenario where it was a hostess that she did not know at all. So it wasn't like her grand opening. She didn't invite all the people. She just had a hostess invite two of her girlfriends. But I feel like she'll get a lot from it. They're teachers from two different schools, or principals for two different schools, and the other one works somewhere else. So what happens is, when you get like groups, then she can go and go, okay, now I'm going to get all that little group, and I'm going to go get this little group. And there's different pods of people that you can meet as you're doing these parties. So it's good to meet the strangers and book the strangers. So I think that's awesome. Okay, I just wanted you to share for a minute. Okay, Latrice, your other girl, is she on the phone or not? Oh, hang on, let me unmute you so you can talk to me. Is Stephanie on the phone? Okay.
No, not.
Why don't you just share a minute, two things, and then we'll kind of wrap this up. Share about Stephanie's party results, and also you mentioned ticket marketing, and that's something that I was thinking the other day, because I do the tickets for the names, and then I do tickets for the bookings, and I do tickets if they'll take some information home about the company. But you know what I have not been doing is the blessed ticket marketing, like to ask questions at the end. Anybody ask a question is get a ticket. So explain that just a minute, and I would like it for all of us to incorporate that at the end of the party. So go ahead, Latrice.
Okay. Stephanie was a good customer of mine. She had been using Mary Kay off and on for years. And about 3 months ago, she called me and said, I finally made a decision. The reason I look as good as I look is because I've been using Mary Kay. And my son has said something to me that's really hit home, is that, Mama, you need to go back and use whatever you used to use a long time ago. And that was Mary Kay. So she sporadically used it. Anyway, she decided on June the 30th that she would sign up. She placed her own order. I went and did a debut for her. And y'all, she is like Elizabeth was saying, she sold the party herself because of her testimony of using the products. We did the exact same with Whitney's. They got to use the skincare. It was very simple. We didn't make it complicated. And y'all, the ticket marketing, I was taught this a long time ago. I just go through it using the initials MRSFCAB, which is Mrs. F Cab, and say a little bit about how we make our money, the recognition, the self-esteem, flexibility, earn the cars, advancement, and be your own boss. And then I give them the opportunity to ask questions and get tickets. And so that is what the ticket marketing is. I also give them tickets for doing referrals on the back of their profiles. And like Cleta has been talking, you just play a song and let them fill up the back of their profile and then stop the song. And I give people tickets for that. So anyway,
Okay.
That's what we did. And her party was $1,200.
Yeah. What was the results of Stephanie's party?
$1,200
sales and bookings.
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
All right. One of the things that I'm excited about is if we all get on the same page and do these parties the same way, we're showing you that you can have results, whether you have a few people and you have a $300 or $400 party, or if you have a lot of people and you have these massive jumbo parties. And listen, you know, Whitney mentioned that the people were there until 10 o'clock. Honestly, that's kind of normal because the party is only going to take you like that hour and a half. But when you're closing with 10 people, even if you only took 10 minutes to close with each one of them, you know, that's like an hour and a half right there, right? And so, you know, it just takes a minute to close them. So don't get frustrated that you were there a little bit longer if you're getting all these big sales, because you can't help it, right? I mean, be happy. I said, I'll stay till midnight. Y'all keep ordering. I'll just keep on writing the invoices. It's no problem, you know. So I'm proud of all you guys that are working. I'm proud of you that work in your business. And it's the simple Mary Kay. This is what works. You can get on there and do, you know, Instagram and YouTube videos and show somebody how to do a smoky eye. But I will outsell you every day with a skincare party. And so will all these consultants doing it. So don't get too hung up on all the tricks. You know, I think that's great, and you can do color parties and it's fun. But at the first party, please don't get into all that, or you won't. What will happen is they buy the last thing you put on them, and that's that eyeliner. And you'll leave, like my first party I did as a consultant, I saw an eyeliner, an eyeshadow, and a lip liner, and it was $23.50. I think I should have stuck to the skincare. You see what I'm saying? I was trying to make them so beautiful and get every single detail, and that is what they bought. So stick to the flip chart and do the couple of little things about doing the specials. Latrice, did you do the specials that we do where you got the half price CC cream with the first set and then the mask free? Did y'all do that? It's okay if you didn't. You might do.
Actually, we talked about it, Cleta, and Whitney and I were so excited we got kind of confused. So all we gave away was 2 roll-up bags for the ultimate miracle set, and I think a charcoal mask. So, you know, anyway, it works both ways, but
yeah. Okay. So
I want to say this, y'all. Do not put the lookbook out like Cleta said. I mean, we had people asking for them at the end, but we didn't give them to them until it was a done thing, you know? So anyway, that is very important.
It is. It's hard not to. So really leave them in your car. Like I know Elizabeth, she just brought one, and we gave it to the girl that booked the party because it will slow you down. I mean, you feel like they'll buy more when they start flipping pages, but they won't. They'll buy less, and most of the time they just want to leave and go home and think about it because they're confused. All right. Okay, you guys. Well, I actually am going to unmute everybody, and then if you have a question about anything, I know it's going to be kind of noisy, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. If you have a question or a comment, you want to ask anything, this is the time to do it. Anybody got anything you want to say? Okay. Well, y'all look beautiful. Yeah, Jana, go ahead. Hang on, Jana. You're Hang on, Jana.
Okay, can you hear me
now I can. Go. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you for the simplicity and going through the numbers and everything. And great job, ladies. Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I think maybe I mute everybody instead of unmute. Maybe that's what I did. Okay. Anybody else got anything you'd like to say? All right. Well, I'm super excited for all of you that went to seminar. We're going to hear a little bit more from you guys later. Those of you that went to the sales meeting, we'll let you chit chat at the meeting about it. But did I hear, Sandra, did you have something?
Nope. Just great job. I'm so excited about it.
All right. Well, thank you all for calling in. Let me ask, is Tasha on here? Tasha. I don't see her on here. Okay, that's fine. I'll call her back. All right. Well, you guys have a great day. I'll record the meetings, and so I will post this in the Boss Babe Boxer group. And feel free to add your friends to that Boxer group so they get all the info. Okay. You guys have a great rest of your month. Let's finish strong, you guys. Strong.